Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. So I am in Rome, I'm in Italy, and I was trying to find a palestra today, a gym that was open, and I couldn't find one. So I thought I'd do a little video with some of the clips from me working out in this playground here. You can see the lovely playground I've been working out at. It's been fun, actually, so far on this trip in Italy. I did this video where I said I was learning Italian, and I went through the Pimsleur courses. I went through up to level 5, and I actually had to buy a SIM card for my cell phone today, and I did that completely speaking in Italian, which is pretty cool. Now, I probably sound not so good, you know, when I'm speaking in Italian, but I was able to communicate my message, so that's kind of cool. It's my first experience really speaking another language and trying to communicate with someone, and it's a little intimidating, I have to say, at first, you know, because you're afraid that you're going to say it wrong, and you just don't know, like, it's very tempting to just try to speak English, but I had to force myself to actually not speak English and to speak Italian instead, and I did it. So I did that a couple times. Went to the bakery, I got some coffee, asked someone where to find some coffee for takeout, for to go, and yeah, so it's kind of fun. But anyway, I went looking, cerco per un palestra today, oggi, and I couldn't find any gyms that were open. It's apparently in August in Italy, in Rome, probably in Italy, you go on vacation and you close down your business, even if it's a gym. This sort of surprised me, because I mean, what about all the people working out? Don't they need to go to your gym? But I went to 4 different ones and they're all closed. So, you know, again, this is one of those, I did this video about letting yourself off the hook, which you can check out here. This is one of those opportunities where I could easily let myself off the hook. I could have said, well, John, you tried. You walked about, 8 miles looking for gyms that were open, and none of them were open, so it's not your fault. Just skip the lifting workout today. But I said, no, not gonna do it. Gonna lift anyway. And so what I did was at the apartment that I'm staying at, I did some push-ups. Actually, I did a workout. When you watch someone and they're constantly in fantastic shape, you know he's not bullshit. So anyway, he had this video about doing like push-ups, like body weight. He's been doing this body weight series, which is pretty good. And I'm sort of against body weight exercises just because I'd rather go find a gym, which you can see the video I did here while I was traveling Europe about just go find a gym, my workout tips. And that's normally what I did. Like I said, that's normally what I do. I went and I tried to look for gyms. I went to 4 different places, couldn't find one. And so what I ended up doing was some body weight. So I did that at the apartment. I did some push-ups, did incline ones with my feet up on a bed, and then doing push-ups, and then flat, and then with my hands up on a bed, so that basically progressively working, right, because it gets easier and easier, so that I can get that maximum, almost like drop setting, right? It's basically drop setting for push-ups. And then I did some pull-ups. There was a pull-up bar there, and then I went to this park here. I said, well, while I'm out touring Rome and stuff, I'll probably run into a park, and if I run into a park, so this is the tip for this video, traveling tip, which is if you run into a park, there's probably some equipment that you can use to do a workout. So what I end up doing, as you can see in some of the video clips that I have here, is I end up doing obviously pull-ups. That's easy because there is a pull-up bar there. So I did a bunch of different pull-ups, just did a bunch of different grips and stuff in order to be able to work different angles, since I don't have as many back exercises. I don't have dumbbells. And then I went and took the teeter-totter, had my daughter sit on it, and I did dips, like push downs, essentially tricep push downs. And then I did curls by having her sit on the other end, right? Teeter-totters are great for that. And then I didn't show everything I did, but I found a place where I could grab a bar and hang from it and pull myself up with like laying back, so I could work the middle back almost like a T-bar row, like an upside down T-bar row. Sometimes you see people doing this at the gym on like a Smith machine. And then I took my bags, which weren't very heavy, but I extended them out like this, right, and wrapped the straps around my arm, and I did delt raises like that, right? So the only thing I really missed, like for my upper body, is the front delts, or the shoulder presses, which if I could, if I had practiced, but I haven't practiced, so it's not something that you could just do. Is you could do handstand push-ups, or which like I said, I'm not even going to attempt, because you've got to have some practice under your belt before being able to do that. So probably something I should actually start doing, so that I could do this in a pinch. The other thing I might try to do though is, I can just grab some heavy bags, pack all my bags at the apartment, and do almost like a kettlebell, one at a time, or I could grab my daughter and lift her up, and that would work as well. So anyway, I did a pretty extensive workout. Actually, I think it's pretty worthy of a lifting workout here. Hopefully the palestras will be open on Monday. I know there's at least one that's going to be open. So that's one other thing. Maybe I should have researched a little bit more to figure this out, to know exactly what gym and call them. That's the thing is, yeah, see, this is where I messed up, is maybe I should call the gym ahead of time, make some kind of arrangements to make sure they're going to be open, so I don't run around wasting time. So there you go on the tip. So anyway, the tip really is this. It's basically two things. It's one, don't let yourself off the hook. I mean, there's always some way to work out. There's always some way to do what you need to get done, right? And second, if you do want to work out and you're traveling and you can't get to a gym, which most of the time you can, right? Maybe don't travel to Italy in August, maybe. But if you can't, then just go find a playground, and you're usually going to find equipment that you can use. There's so much stuff there that you're at least going to find a pull-up bar. You're probably going to find some equipment that you can use to do various things. And yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. Oh yeah, and I was supposed to say this, since I'm in Rome, and this is sort of like, I mean, if you think about it, back in the Roman days, they didn't have Olympic barbells and weights and Smith machines and bench presses and all that. So they probably just had to kind of like find what was around them and use that to lift. So when in Rome, do as the Romans do. All right, there we go. If you like this video, if you didn't like this video, if you just want to stick around and make fun of me, I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat, dude. Click the subscribe button, but make sure you click the bell so you don't miss any videos, as I do these every day. And you don't want to miss my travels through Italy. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.